when your frost date has passed and the days are getting much warmer, now is the time to plant out your tomatoes. Now this is how they should look, roughly about this size. You've got them bigger, and well done, and let me show you how to do it. So once you can plant them in pots, you can plant them in your greenhouse or polytunnel. I don't have a greenhouse or polytunnel. You can even plant them in beds, but I find my pots are best because my beds are full with so much other vegetables, and my patio is much warmer than my beds. So I plant my tomatoes in my pots, and I'll show you how to do it. So just dig a hole with your trowel, as you see, and then you want to be aiming to bury some of the stem of the tomato. So I will show you now. So take off some of the bottom leaves, ones which just make sure it has some leaves left, and these leaves won't be doing much, and one of them is even dying. I'll put them here for now, and then put the label out, get your tomato and get it out from the pot. So just put your tomato in, bury some of the stem, push it down, and you have a tomato planted. Just to say, I'm putting 4 in the pot. Now, this is as close as you would like to get with your tomatoes. So I put 1 in each corner and then a basil plant in the middle. Well, I don't always, but it's just making the most of the middle space. Just put a small plant there. But that is close as you would the tomatoes. I'm just trying to get as much food as possible from my small patio. So that's why I'm planting them so close. Ideally a couple more inches wider, but that is, I find, works really well with tomatoes, and yeah, that's how close I plant them together. There are 2 types of tomatoes, indeterminate and determinate, and the 2 differences are that one of them is the more well-known one, which grows up tall and you side shoot it, and you probably all know, and it harvests tomatoes on the vines. And then there's a bush tomato, which grows really small. It doesn't grow high, it grows to about this high from the trough, and it's about around the bush of a tomato, which harvests tomatoes in the bush, and you don't need to side shoot it. It's less work, and it doesn't need as much compost to grow. That's why I'm planting them in these troughs, and you can plant them closer together. So I'll show you how to plant them. So this tomato this tomato variety, dwarf cherry plum, it looks a bit unhealthy, but it isn't. That's just how the variety is with their leaves. Let me show you how to plant them. So we're just going to get it out from a module tray. They're not in pots, as I didn't quite have time, as I have a lot of the tomatoes, and they're going to grow really fast as soon as they get in here. So, and since they're not in pots, I don't use a trowel, so I'm just going to use my hands because a trowel would be making it too big of a hole. And then just take off the bottom leaf here, because they're going to make so many leaves soon, they're going to go crazy. And then just fill it in, push it down. It's kind of the same as the last one, and then make sure it isn't touching the side. And you want them about this spaced apart. Again, this is as close as you want them, because I'm just trying to make the most of the space, like I said earlier over there. And yeah, that is how you plant tomatoes.